Let's go, let's brawl, let's talk. Episode 2, we're back. I've got Ray, Duval, myself, Francis. One of the members missing today, but let's get cracking. Hope you lot enjoy. Alright, so let's talk about this weekend. Canelo versus Jacobs is coming up. They've been releasing some all accesses. They're calling it 40 days on DAZN. DAZN are putting in good work. There's a good promotion going on for this fight. Well, do you want to go give any predictions?
It's a tough fight, isn't it?
It is a tough fight.
In my opinion, that's a real 50, not 50-50, but in terms of I think they're the overall best middleweights.
Yeah.
Excluding Golovkin. I'll probably go with Canelo, just edging Canelo, but I don't know how the fight will actually play out.
I'm going to say hands down Canelo's going to get the W. He will get the decision. How the fight plays out, that's a different story. But I don't see them just giving Jacobs a fight. I can't see that.
Yeah.
If they didn't even give Golovkin one of the fights out of 2, I mean, why are they going to give it to Jacobs?
It depends how.
And that's just from a political point that I'm saying it. Literally, Jacobs could do well. I think he'd have to win
He'd have to whitewash it.
He'd have to whitewash him.
Yeah.
But Mayweather whitewashed Canelo, and one of the judges gave it a draw. So boy,
that's true.
Boy, Canelo's got some power. I'll give him that. He's put himself in a powerful position. And
but they didn't get you to question that power though, man. Me not have to question that power, fam. Because
you know what, we'll talk about the actual style matchup, how it's gonna unfold.
Alright, the style matchup, I'll say Jacob should not let Canelo go for the body, man. Any rounds. Man should stick and move.
Who's the better boxer, do you think? Would you give it to? I reckon they're better in different areas.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I reckon Canelo's got probably better defense, just better.
And a better variety of offense.
Punches and combinations.
No, I'm not sure because...
But I'd say Jacobs has got more athleticism.
In terms of...
Volume punches, I say Jacob, innit?
Yeah.
Canelo, he picks his punches well, innit?
Yeah.
Even though I don't like the guy, but even though I don't like the guy, but I'm gonna have to just put it out there.
Yeah. Let us know, man.
Jacob for a lot of punches, innit?
Yeah.
But not like as clean as Canelo. But I hope my man does a job, innit?
Yeah. It'll be an elite chess match.
It should be.
It's a top level fight.
To say who's the better boxer, that is hard. Well, we're gonna find out, I guess. We are gonna find out.
Yeah. I'll give it to Canelo. If it goes to decision in Vegas,
Canelo, he's got skills, man. I won't lie to you. The problem is, and this will be a problem throughout his whole career, because of his style. His style is great, but he fights in spurts. He's putting on a lot of muscle.
I feel like he's learned to pace himself though. Before, when he was at 154, the issue was the stamina.
After round 7.
Yeah.
After round 7, his stamina goes.
We haven't seen that sort of issues since then. Mainly because I think he paces himself better.
Yeah, he has to though. He has no choice. But that is his limitation, just to fight in spurts. I'm not sure about Jacobs' tank, to be honest.
Jacobs got a tank.
Yeah. You think he could outwork him then?
He probably give Canelo some rounds. He probably give him some rounds. He'll give away some rounds.
He's got a better foot movement. Right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
that's going to be a competitive fight. That's definitely going to be.
It just depends on how well he can do in exchanges.
Yeah.
Because we've seen.
We've seen
Jacobs swarm people.
Yeah, and when he does swarm, that's when he can get countered. Yeah. And Canelo is one hell of a counter puncher.
But I feel like with Jacobs, he always the level he fights at, it depends on who he's fighting. Because he tends to get reckless against lower level opponents.
Yeah.
So against who is it? Sergio Mora.
Yeah.
He got knocked down, but he didn't really stop it in that fight.
Yeah, he did.
But when he fought someone like Golovkin, he was on point.
He stayed on point.
Usually
and then the one time, actually, he got knocked down in that fight. The one time he got knocked down, he actually switched to southpaw for about 10 seconds. He was in southpaw when he shouldn't have been. He had no business being southpaw in that split time. And I should also say that, bear in mind, in that fight, when he was in southpaw, like throughout other parts of the fight, he was actually doing well against Golovkin. But when he first like switched to southpaw, that's when he got clocked.
True.
But yeah, I've been seeing their the zone putting in the work.
Yeah.
Shout out to the zone.
Their 40 days is pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking as good as, let's say, like the old school HBO 24/7s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I need to catch up on it.
Yeah.
You see it. But Tony Wings is a referee for that fight.
Yeah.
He's
Good
a
referee, in my opinion.
I think one of the best out there
He is.
so far.
Like, referees get like a bad stick when they have questionable decisions, but they're in so many fights you can't really give them.
They are, yeah, it's true. Most fights that the average fan doesn't even see. They'll be on the undercard.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They haven't seen 90% of their career, most likely.
I think they got the same judges though from like a first Golovkin fight, I believe.
Do they?
I think so. I don't know who's who.
Adelaide Bird is the one from. If that's actually true, that's nonsense. Because Adelaide Bird.
Is Michael Karate?
Yeah.
He's
I hope so. I know who Adelaide Bird is. That's the one that gave Mayweather Canelo a draw.
Yeah.
So that person should be banned.
She give everyone a draw for him, man. Well, not everyone draw, but she always give it to fighters. Like the one that lost. That actually lost the fight, but
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But nah.
But this is the political power with Canelo. Like, Jacobs, I'm telling you now, you better come and knock him out. If you want to win, you ain't got no chance of getting the decision. You have to knock him out. Straight.
But you gonna take this fight serious though.
100%.
Because
you can't sleep on Dan Jacobs.
It's kill be cool because I won't say same if you have to Golovkin, but you know how it feels. You know how it feels when you put in work, and then your opponent still win.
I think due to his volume and due to his height and stature, I think he could actually land quite a few more punches than Golovkin landed against Canelo, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say he's like a better. He's not. It's because of the height. How tall is he? He's like 6 foot.
He's bigger and taller than Canelo.
I think it will be
6'1",
something that Canelo hasn't seen in a while, and you know, Rocky Fielding don't count. Like, that don't count.
No.
You know, Danny Jacobs is a whole different beast. Like these guys.
It's not gonna be an easy fight for both of them.
Yeah, but I do think Jacobs he might have some success. Honestly,
I actually think it might be a close fight. That's one outcome, anyways. But
and if Jacobs can't land on his head, if he can't do it more than Golovkin, then he's gonna lose the fight anyway.
if he can box Canelo for the majority of it and land good combinations, like clean punches, because I feel like when he fought Golovkin, he was throwing a lot of eye-catching punches, but a lot of people, not a lot of clean ones. So that's probably why they swayed more to Golovkin.
But I feel like he controlled the action in that fight.
I believe so as well.
Well, Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs controlled the action in the Golovkin fight.
I remember I watched it live.
Yeah, I think I had him winning when I first watched it.
Yeah, I had him winning.
Yeah,
I watched
not bad, big margin.
Yeah.
You got knocked down, innit?
I watched it 3 times. I couldn't even find an English language. But when I was watching it, it was all in foreign languages. Honestly, it was the 3 times I watched it, I gave it to Jacobs.
Yeah. Close fights or just the same, like.
It wasn't too close. No, it wasn't too close. Not on my card. That was years ago.
Fair enough.
Or whenever it happened.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it the Saturday though.
Yeah, it should be good. It's gonna be compelling.
It's a fight that should be way more hyped, I feel like. Especially that he's part of match, right?
Jacobs,
yeah.
Should be hyped over here in the UK.
I feel like it should be a bit more. He should have more buzz going on here.
Yeah.
Even if he's not like a British fighter.
I feel like they're so content with just the star power of Canelo.
Yeah.
And just Mexico. The whole of Mexico's behind him.
Want to risk it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be compelling, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Good luck to Jacobs. You're gonna need it. You're gonna be fighting the judges as well, mate. So good luck.
Trust me, be one-sided, man. One-sided, but gonna be on Sky Sports. Wait, Sky Sports Action or main event? I can't remember. But But at least you don't need to pay for it anyway.
Yeah.
Imagine doing pay-per-view for that fight and then...
Oh yeah, imagine.
That's a lot. I thought it was going to be BT Sports, but... Sky Sports.
BT's last pay-per-view, if I paid for that, I would have been upset. I stayed up at Crawford Con.
I
stayed up and I was like, oh, come on, man.
Alright.
Yeah,
Imagine pay-per-view and someone quit the fight, man. But yeah, man, that's a previous food store, man.
Yeah, I will ask you. Today, in other news, Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua has just been announced. Who is Andy Ruiz? Some of you might question. Andy Ruiz, I've seen him before. I've seen him against Joseph Parker. Gave Joseph Parker a tough fight. A lot of people say that was a controversial decision. It was a fight over there in New Zealand.
Close fight. Could have went either way.
Yeah, but with it being in New Zealand, it was always, Parker was always going to get it. Me personally, I didn't think Ruiz, he did well, but he didn't do enough. He didn't do enough, in my opinion, in that fight. But he gave a good account of himself. And one thing I will say is that fat man has hands. He can move. He can swing. He can really swing.
Because people are really sleeping on Andy Ruiz because of what he looks like.
Yeah, that's true.
And to like all casual fans, they just don't know shit because
boxing, fat Mexican.
Yeah, boxing it's not bodybuilding. It's not about aesthetics. It's like he can punch fast.
And he's more selective as well.
He is.
Yeah.
I feel like he would
quicker handed.
I feel like he's a better fight.
Definitely quicker handed than Miller.
I feel like Ruiz is the better fight.
And to be honest, if he took the same shape Miller took, then perhaps he would have been in the same shape that Miller was. You know what I mean?
But his resume is better than Miller's though.
It is
100%.
It is. Yeah.
100%. He fought on Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, he just knocked out. Is it Dimitrenko?
I think it was Dimitrenko.
Yeah.
Round 4.
Yeah.
Round 4.
And arguably, he beat Parker.
So that's not a bad matchup at all.
No,
I think fans shouldn't be upset with that.
Absolutely not.
And real boxing fans will know that's not a bad matchup anyways.
Yeah, they did go for the best possible.
Yeah,
they did go for the best possible selection. Number 1 wasn't available, so they was like, alright, we'll go for number 2. But
of course,
what happened to number 1? What happened to Luis Ortiz? What happened?
Right.
Luis, what happened, man?
Case study came out. Apparently they tried what's it called? What's the thing? I can't remember, but
they tried to do Hearn and Joshua dirty.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they say something about basically they try to get more money. See, cool. Let's see if we could get more money.
Yeah.
I said, but when they realized Eddie Hearn was serious, like
they fucked up.
They said, nah, you want to fight, man. Yeah. How you go back trade?
That's stupid. That's stupid. His highest payday was like what, 500, 600k?
500k.
And you're getting offered 5 million.
But remember,
he turned that down, then got offered more.
Yeah.
And he had more time to prepare because Eddie Hearn contacted them, said, yo, you got 7 weeks before the fight to prepare.
Exactly.
And Ortiz was already training. So he had 7 weeks to prepare.
And a lot of the people in boxing, they know that Ortiz is in training. Wilder came out and said he'd like to see AJ versus Ortiz because Ortiz is in training currently. But his manager, they fell for the same. They chose to just target. There's a real target for Eddie Hearn and the Zone in America. If we're being real, they've created this agenda that he's a greedy man, and that he lowballs everyone, and they're greedy, greedy. But really and truly, they're actually overpaying for what I'm seeing. For someone to be offering Deontay Wilder 100 million, even just for 3 fights.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, I'd be looking at them like, what are you talking about? 100 million? Where are you getting this money from? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boy, that's another story. So basically, Jimenez, he came out in the media. He said, "Oh, AJ tried to lowball us. We're sick and tired of their offers. We're sick and tired." And then I was actually watching a Hearn interview today. Hearn, he screenshotted the Instagram post that Team Luis Ortiz put out. He screenshotted it, and then he sent him, "Really?" ? Like, really? This is what you're really? And then the manager himself was like, "Oh no, sorry, this is in private text. It's all on IFL interview if you've seen it.
Cool.
This is in private text." He was like, "Oh no, sorry, it was the promoter. It wasn't me." And then after a while, I think they turned it down or something. Then they got offered it again, and then they were like, "No, you know what? Sorry, Ortiz needs more time."
They don't want to fight.
They didn't want to fight.
They just don't want to fight.
They really didn't. I don't even think they'll take it after, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think it's all to do with how the Heyman fighters are being controlled, to be honest.
Yeah, it happens, isn't it?
It does happen, yeah.
So
it's boxing.
Many case studies about that, man. About that fishing is going on, man. So
Yeah.
Andy Ruiz, one guy that was serious. He was very serious about the fight, so props to him.
What do you think of the fight? Like, the Andy Ruiz fight?
That will be a good fight. He did take his licks against Parker. He took it pretty well. Parker's not as heavy-handed as Joshua though, but
I think he'll be game, but the only problem I have with Ruiz is his size.
Yeah.
He's pretty small for like Joshua.
How tall is he again?
I think he's like 6 foot.
Is he 6 foot? Oh.
Possibly, 6 to 6'2".
Joshua should win that fight.
Because he was a smaller guy against Parker. Parker's like 6'4" or something.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's the only downside to it.
Yeah.
I'll say the pressure's on Joshua still. Because this is US debut, so you have to make an impression.
Yeah, there is no pressure on Ruiz.
No.
And especially seeing as how one-sided the casual fans are going to see this. Even the casuals in America that haven't heard of him, the casuals in just all over the world. And the hardcore boxers, the hardcore boxing aficionados, they're not really looking at Ruiz as a threat. They would have seen Ortiz as a threat, but not Ruiz. But he does pose a threat.
He does, man.
Yeah.
More than Miller, though.
More than Miller.
More than Miller, probably, yeah.
That's the main thing, bro.
Yeah.
Respect to the guy for taking the fight, though.
Definitely.
100% people.
That's the guy I was rooting
doing
for.
it clean.
10 million, yeah. Okay.
Out of the
millions that you have never seen before. M's.
Right.
Listen, Ortiz, yeah. If Wilder, because they turn it down, and the rumors are that it's going to be turned down because they've been promised a Wilder rematch. That's the dumbest thing to do. Honestly, you've already received that work from Wilder. Why not just go for the 3 titles with more money? There's way more rewards, way more. And now you're just stuck on some nonsense, really.
But then again, it's like you said, it's Al Heyman, isn't it?
It's Al Heyman. Barry Hearn was in the media talking about slave contracts, and it received a lot of controversy. But to me, what's going on with Ortiz, like that seems like a slave contract to me. If he can't go out on his own way to feed his family for how many years?
bad
Decades.
management.
Yeah, it's bad management, and he ain't really got a choice, has he? He ain't got a choice. If we're being real, the managers would go for the most money.
Of course.
But the advisors, you know.
They're like, nah, we good, man.
Well, it's not to have a bash at Heyman, you know. It's just because he's done well.
Just politics.
Yeah, it's just boxing politics, and the boxing politics is kind of fierce, absolutely fierce in America. And I believe it's ever since DAZN stepped into America and HBO fell down, they just fell off. It just created more competition, but it's fierce competition. Cool. So we just had this weekend's action. The World Boxing Super Series just took place. There was a couple other fights. Mainly, I'm gonna talk about Donaire and his scintillating knockout. It was sensational. Absolutely lovable.
That was vintage Donaire right there.
Great left
hook was
like
that.
Took me back to 2012.
Is that a Montiel knockout?
Yeah,
Do
took
you
me
remember
back
that
to
one?
2012.
Classic, innit?
That was dirty.
Right,
But yeah, he fought against someone called, what's his name? Stephen Young, something like that.
Yeah, his name was Stephen Young. He was a small. Was he a southpaw?
Yeah, he was a southpaw.
A small southpaw.
He was a late replacement because Donaire was supposed to fight Zulani Tete.
Yeah.
But Tete had to pull out due to a shoulder injury, I believe.
Yeah, he had an injury. And
Yeah.
with the Super Series, you don't. This is just straight substitution.
Yeah, it's
like
tournament
Champions
has to
League.
go on that.
Yeah, the tournament has to go. And if you're injured, that's it. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Tete, you're my guy. Honestly,
He was at
my
the
guy.
fight. He was there scouting. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fight was pretty decent. I mean, Young took the fight on like 3 days' notice, so big ups to him.
That's tough.
And it was levels, but he put up a good fight for whilst he could. He's not really the biggest puncher from his record. No offense, but he did seem like a bit of a poor man's Brian Burnett. He was catching Donaire quite a bit though. Like, he had speed and he was getting some shots off, but at the end Donaire just walked him down and caught him with that left hook. Yeah, he's gonna go into the finals to fight possibly Nayo Inoue.
There's one more semi-final taking place, so that was the semi-final we just had. Donaire versus Young. He's into the final. His place is certified. And as far as I'm concerned, the other place is also certified as well. It's Nayo Inoue. I'm not sure if I butchered his name, but just bear with me. This guy is a monster. I think he's like 17-0, 15 KOs. If you haven't seen him, he's pound for pound talent.
Definitely.
He's got pound for pound power.
Top 10 in my opinion.
He's already, I think he's a 2 or 3 weight world champion.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. I mean, he won his first title after 6 fights. He's on that level. So guys, if you haven't heard of him, go check him out. He's serious. And yeah, to me, that's a foregone conclusion. Whoever it is he fight, I don't even know who he's fighting in the semi-final. Whoever it is, you know, try and see the final bell if you can. But let's talk about it. So, Donaire versus Inoue.
That's a good, like, you know, that's a big Asian matchup. If you think about
Yeah.
it.
It's a big, absolutely big, massive for your community.
Actually, gonna be a good turnout still, man. Because you're half Japanese and half Filipinos gonna be go at each other, man.
Yeah, for real.
They're kind of hard. Their fans are like way serious about it.
Yeah, the Philippines and the Japanese, both. But I think that should be in a good location, even if it was a neutral one like Macau, just somewhere, you know. But it should definitely be in Asia. That's gonna be the biggest match for Asia. Donaire,
possibly.
You have no choice, man. You have no choice, man, to be over there.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Money makes sense over there too.
It does.
That made a lot of profits from there. Boom.
Yeah. Donaire goes to the final. I guess we'll do predictions when that fight comes. But there was another semi-final fight on the night, which was Regis Prograis versus Relic.
Kirill Relic.
Kirill Relic, that was it. Kirill Relic was the WBA lightweight champion. I think he had a pretty good record. He had like 2 losses or whatever, but never been stopped. Yeah, Regis Prograis, he's a pretty good prospect at 140. I've heard about him before, but never really taken notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the first time I've seen him fight, and he looked pretty sharp.
Yeah,
put in a good performance to win his first title, so he'll go into the finals to fight either Josh Taylor or Berenchak. What I know.
Ivan Berenchak.
That's it.
That is a tough. I mean, props to the World Boxing Super Series, man. I know their budget, their funds aren't, they're not as high, but they're putting on some amazing shows, honestly, around the world as well.
At least they're trying though, on that, because they're trying to get all the best to fight.
They're doing what's right for boxing. I feel.
Yeah.
That's what it should be like.
Unlike certain people.
So
So tell us about Prograis. I believe you saw the whole fight.
Yeah, he's quite. So it's the first time I've seen him fight. He's quite a slick fighter.
Yeah.
Very quick hand speeds, good movement, like head movement. The guy he fought was apparently a really tough fighter, and he kind of dismantled him with ease. So I'm kind of looking forward.
Champion even. He was a
champion.
champion.
He was champion. Yeah.
So
I'm kind of looking forward to what he brings.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the matchup of him and Josh Taylor. I think that's the 2 best 140 pounders in the world.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I've seen more of Taylor, and he's a Brit as well, so I'm gonna kind of be backing him. But I'll pick Josh Taylor to win that. Yeah. But look out for that.
What, the semis, or you pick Josh Taylor to beat him?
I'll pick Josh. If Josh Taylor gets through to the finals, then I'll pick Josh Taylor.
Okay.
But it's a really good fight.
Plus, I think Josh Taylor's probably shown more at this stage in his
From
career.
what I've seen,
Yeah, he's showing more.
So
he'd be a lot of guys though.
he's gonna be fighting about in 3 weeks.
Victor Pastor,
Yeah,
I've seen the fight.
Pasta.
That guy.
Victor Pasta.
Yeah.
Ryan Martin.
Yeah, I saw that fight. He
O'Hara Davis. I saw that O'Hara
Davis
Davis
fight.
fight.
made him quit.
Made him quit, basically. Yeah, he quit.
That's kind of bad for him.
Josh Taylor's actually one of my. He's like one of the top. Well, he's not really a prospect anymore because he's a champion, but coming up, he was one of the top ones. Him and Joshua Buxley for me.
I think people still sleeping on the guy, fam.
Josh Taylor.
I think they should mark him a belt, man.
It's because he's in a division where it's not really popping right now. There's no big names that.
And it used to be. It really did used to be.
Because we had Danny Garcia and like Matisse, that era.
That was
had,
like 5 years
then
ago.
after you had like
and
Crawford
came through.
Yeah. I guess this potential matchup between Progress and Josh Taylor like towards, superstar.
Hopefully, you can light up the division again.
Yeah.
Honestly, because they had names. Even Amir Khan back in the day. 140 had a lot, and a lot of fighters just used to interchange between the two.
Yeah.
Bro, true though, back in the days, you had like bare fights there. Bare fights.
Tim Bradley came up from there. I think Alexander came up from there. So many names.
All of them at 140.
Yeah.
You had like more than 20 guys in that division.
I swear, yeah, honestly, serious time.
One, innit?
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis and Gamboa.
Oh, rumour, nice rumour.
Oh, yeah?
Nice rumour,
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Davis and Gamboa.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis
You know what, yeah?
and Yuriorkis Gamboa.
That's a good thing to hear, Like, I've never really thought about that matchup before.
Neither have I, because I thought Gamboa was, out of here.
What weight is that?
Probably Davis's weight, innit? What's that? 130? I think it's 135.
No. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's lightweight.
130, isn't it?
I don't think he's I think he's a lightweight.
Oh yeah.
Because they're in the same division as Glomo.
Glomo, yeah. And he's at 135 right now, right? I believe so, anyways, but yeah.
Boy.
Good matchup.
I know it'll be a different fight if we're talking about the Gamboa.
It's an over the hill Gamboa at this point, if you think about it.
This is the perfect fight for Davis. If it happens, if it goes through, it's the perfect fight for him because Gamboa is a name and they're catching him at the right time, And I know for a fact, because he's been sending shots at Crawford for over the years, I know for a fact he's going to try to use this to compare his performance against Gamboa to Crawford's performance. And Gervonta Davis is a bit cheeky, you know what I mean? He's going to send him shots.
But then again, I don't know because with Gamboa now, I won't say he's been out for a while, but he wasn't in that. He wasn't how he was before.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
Then was like if he takes his fight serious, I guarantee he's gonna give him trouble.
I don't really remember the last fight that he took.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Because this is a pretty new rumour, so I haven't really been checking for Gamboa, but.
Last fight he took serious was Crawford fight. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're
Since
probably
then,
right.
After that,
I don't know what he's done
honestly,
since
you're
then.
You find something. I'm not 100% accurate. I ain't 100% accurate here. But he did fight opponent.
He did.
Had fights in it, but not really like big elite level guys in it.
Yeah.
Probably like B class fights or something.
Yeah.
So I wasn't following his career after Crawford lost though.
Yeah. I think has he lost before after Crawford?
I feel like.
Yeah, he lost after Crawford.
I think he did, didn't he? Yeah.
I feel like he did.
I think Davis should get to. Davis has got power as well. I think he will actually hurt him and potentially get
I
a
feel
KO
like at this
or
point.
stoppage. But on the way throughout the fight, Gamboa's gonna show him some things he hasn't seen in a while. But
True.
we don't know about Gamboa's reflexes.
Nah, that's what I need to see. If that fight does happen, I have to look back at his last 2 fights.
Yeah.
And see how he fought.
At this point.
Then my prediction.
Yeah.
It's too hard though.
Well, at this point, I'm gonna lean towards Davis, the younger, fresher fighter. Naturally bigger, I reckon, as well. So I'll probably give it to him.
You think Davis is bigger?
I think.
Yeah. Bro, the guy is bare fat. He missed weight last time. Bro, he's a little fat kid, I swear down. Honestly. And he's so young as well. He's just I think he's letting the lifestyle get to him too early. Like, you haven't put in that Floyd work to be acting like Floyd. So that's it for this week, guys. Thank you for watching. Next week we will have the review of Canelo versus Jacobs. We're gonna see how that fight goes. We're gonna see if our predictions stay true. You know, Jacobs, if you get it, honestly, I'm gonna kneel down, mate. I'm gonna kneel down, honestly.
You gas, man.
Yeah.
You totally gas, man.
Yeah, for real, for real. But good luck, and we'll catch you next week, guys. Boom.